In your consumer news, Walmart is planning on rolling back some of its diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. The retail giant announcing it'll end racial equity training for staff and review its supplier diversity program. The company also plans to monitor its online marketplace for certain products marketed to children. The changes follow similar moves by other major companies like Harley-Davidson and John Deere. A widespread Microsoft outage disrupted businesses worldwide yesterday. The tech giant's Outlook and Teams platforms went dark, with more than 5,000 users reporting problems. Microsoft deployed a fix, and by late evening, most services were back online. California's solar power success is creating an unexpected problem. The state is producing so much solar energy, farms are being forced to cut back, wasting enough power to supply 500,000 homes yearly. The oversupply has doubled since 2021, and it's hitting residents' wallets. Californians now paying twice the national average for electricity, partly because they're paying to generate power that is going unused. The cost of Thanksgiving dinner has some families changing their plans. One mom's viral TikTok about switching from turkey to spaghetti struck a nerve. Here's Mina Dorsen with that story.
We're gonna do spaghetti for Thanksgiving. It's a lot easier.
You try to keep up with the tradition of Thanksgiving, but the way groceries are, unless you're doing a potluck, if you put it just on one person, it breaks the bank.
Last year, Tori Pascal hosted 7 people for a big Thanksgiving feast. But this holiday, burned out by high grocery prices and with a baby due any day now, she'll just be cooking for her husband and kids.
Instead of spending close to $500, I figured I'm gonna keep it simple.
You spent almost $500 last year?
Yes, it was egregious. It hurt, to say the least. And then to turn around knowing that rent was due the next week.
Are you canceling Thanksgiving this year?
A few weeks ago, Pascal posted a TikTok venting about the cost and stress of Thanksgiving these days, and was shocked to see it resonate.
Me doing that beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, yam, lamb, ram, ham, hog, I'm not doing it. I ain't got the funds.
My comment section was just like, sister, you're telling the truth. You feel like you're taking the holidays away from your kids or your family, but when you see you have thousands of other people agreeing, you're just like, okay, so it's not me.
While a traditional Thanksgiving dinner should actually be cheaper to make this year than it was last year, because the prices of some foods have come down, it's still on track to cost 19% more than before the pandemic. And inflation data shows Americans are paying 22% more for groceries than they were in January 2021.
I know for a fact this is probably $50 more than what it was pandemic or pre-pandemic. How did we get to this point of I'm really trying to figure out if I can afford to get a sack of potatoes and some chicken? It feels like the goalpost keeps moving.
What are you hoping for out of this Thanksgiving?
I'm just happy that we get to experience it, even if it's not, the mashed potatoes and green bean casserole type of situation. You enjoying it? Is it okay? I just want my family to know that I love them.
The spaghetti looked great, didn't it? The average price of a 16-pound turkey this year is $25.67. That is down 6% from last year.